What's going on, guys? So today I'm just sharing a trade. I had traded a Opinel X series. It was the Lanny's clip. I did a video on it when I received it. Very cool knife. I really did like it a lot. Someone was very interested in it and they offered a bunch of random stuff and I agreed. This knife and this barrel are most of the value here as far as the trade. This knife and this barrel was offered previously. I wanted both, but the trades didn't work out. And in this particular case, the person wanted this knife, so they threw in a bunch of the other stuff to kind of even up the value a little bit. So I'm very happy with the trade. This here, if you've never seen it before, this came out in the early 90s. This is a Spyderco Hummingbird. All right, one of their little teeny tinies. I want to say it was either 92 or 93. Maybe it was both years. Maybe it was 92 and 93. But yeah, little tiny lockback. This was kind of one of their first bugs. Obviously, a lot of you guys are familiar with their bug series. They've made teeny tiny little knives before, but this is the first one that I ever remember. I always thought they were cool. They were very, very expensive back in the day. They're still very expensive. This one is slightly used. So here's a close-up of the knife. This one's in mother of pearl, although I've seen a ton of different handle materials for this. There was a very large series. I don't know if there was like 10 or 20 or 30, but I've seen collections where people have at least a dozen different ones. All different types of handle materials, identical knife. All right, so it's offered in a lot of different looks, let's say. So this one is the white mother of pearl. All right, you can see Japan on the back of the blade there. Very cool. Very nice quality, even though it's tiny. All right, there is a hidden pin. It's, it's visible here. You can see that slight discoloration where the circle is. That's the pivot pin that's holding it together. But then, of course, they sand down the bolster and stuff and polish it a little bit. But yeah, teeny tiny little lockback, works fine. Anyway, just kind of a cool classic here. I happen to really love actual hummingbirds, and I've always enjoyed Spyderco, so why not have a Spyderco Hummingbird in the collection, right? So yeah, as far as the barrel goes, this is a Silencer Co. barrel. It's a threaded 9mm barrel for a Smith & Wesson M&P. I have the 2.0. All right, I don't have any silencers right now. Silencers / suppressors. I love to get one. I actually have two different Silencer Co. barrels. I have this one for the M&P. I also have one for my Glock 19 in the hopes that eventually it'll be a little easier or cheaper to get a suppressor. I've always wanted one. The first one I would get would not be 9mm though. The first suppressor I would get would probably be a 22. I do have a threaded barrel on my Walther P22. I think that would be a blast. It'd be super, super fun. But if I ever go that route and I start getting into it, then, I'm trying to collect little barrels here and there. This happened to be offered in a trade, so I took it. I'm not actively buying threaded barrels for all my guns, but it would just be cool. It's just one of those things. I think the suppressors / silencers, whatever you want to call them. I called them silencers for a long time. Then suppressor was apparently the right word, but then it goes back to, well, silencer is the right word because the inventor called it a silencer. I don't really know. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. There was the push for the Hearing Act to make those regular items, compared to Class 3 items, and that didn't seem to go anywhere. But who knows? Eventually, it'd be nice to just walk to a gun shop, be able to buy a suppressor so you can shoot quieter. It's not all about terrorism and bad people and all this stuff. It's not silent, okay? It's just there's so much misinformation to the anti-gunners that are out there that they're constantly pushing for these different rules and laws, and they really have no idea what they're talking about. Personally, I like to shoot. Most of my shooting happens on private property, and there are neighbors, and it would literally be a benefit to not make as much noise when I want to go shooting. That's really the major reason why I like to have something like a suppressor. But anyway, we'll see what the future holds. So yeah, that's the most of the value here, really. Also, we have an SE Azula in pink. I don't have one in pink. Now I do. This will be something that sits on the back burner. Possible trade offer. I do love these knives. I don't really care that it's pink so much. They're fantastic. That's another knife that I've had, God, at least a dozen of. Just get them, and then I trade them, and then I want them back, and I get them, and I accept them in trades, and I get rid of them, then I trade them. I've had so many. My wife still has one. She loves hers. Hers has the little handles, that go onto the sides. I really highly recommend it. It really changes the grip so much. I like the skeletonized version just because it's a little bit lighter for neck carry. You guys know I'm a neck knife guy. But even I've neck carried it with the scales. It doesn't make that much of a difference as far as the weight, but it does make a huge difference in the grip. So if you happen to have an Azula and you haven't had the grips, definitely try it out. It's really cool. And of course they have different versions of it now. So what else do we have here? We have a Zippo pipe lighter. All right, super cool. Got to throw some fluid in here. Always a fun one to have. It's missing the insert, but that's okay. This one's from 2003. Always love my Zippos. We have a Minimalist here. I have a lot of Minimalists. All right, I already have this blade style, but you can never have too many. I probably have, I want to say maybe 3 of these at this point. And I definitely have 3 spews, which, you know, it's a longer, more slender blade. I just, you know, I started accepting multiples as far as neck knives because I use them so much. And sometimes I give them out. You know, I mean, people compliment on my neck knives and I'll give a cheap one like this, like a Minimalist. I've done it before, and so I don't mind accumulating them so I could do it again, talking to a buddy. Hey, that's pretty cool. All right, cool. You want one? There you go. You know, I have 3 of them. So I don't mind stuff like that. Then there's just a little cleaning cloth here. We have a copper round. That was pretty cool. I do not have this one. This one has the nice eagle on the front. All right. On the back, this is Golden State Mint. ½ ounce of fine copper. Pretty cool. Love that. We have a utility clip, all right, Ulti clip, sorry. I actually don't like these that much. I've used them before. People swear by them. If you've never seen this before, it basically has a little piece of metal. Okay, it has a 90-degree edge on there, which pushes on here, all right, and this basically snaps down. So you can use this, you know, on your waistband or pack or whatever. So many people love these things so much. I'm not like a huge fan. It's not like I hate them or anything. I do use them. I have used them and we'll continue to use them in the future. I'll find a use for this one on one of my fixed blades. But it's just one of those things where I'm not like a fanatic about it. Some people are like, oh my God, it's the best thing ever. Whatever. But that's cool. Everyone has different interests. That's what makes the world go round. So what else do we have here? We have a little flashlight. All right, little 5 millimeter LED. This one's a Life Gear. A little tongue tied there. I got 2 whistles here, which I didn't sterilize yet. No offense or anything, but I don't mind blowing to a whistle every now and again, but I got to throw a little alcohol in there. I don't know where they've been. Another whistle here. This one's interesting. This one has an emergency paper inside. All right, so I'm not going to take it out, but if you unscrew this, there's a paper. It's like a 2-page thing. When you open it up, it's got all the lines for emergency information, your blood type, your phone number, contact information, all that kind of stuff. You would keep this on your keys. And obviously, if you have a problem, you can use the whistle itself. But let's say you just pass out somewhere or something. I don't know the chances someone's going to look at your keys, open up your whistle, you know, and read that you're diabetic and you might need medicine or whatever your, you know, specific situation is. But it can't hurt. You know what I'm saying? It just can't hurt. If I had a serious medical condition, I'd probably tattoo it on my wrist. I'm not even kidding. If I had something where like my life could be threatened at any time at all, it'd go right here. So when someone's taking my pulse, they could see it. Just saying, just throwing it out there. Just throwing out the ideas in case anyone has an issue where they want it seen immediately. Get a tattoo on your wrist. So, I mean, you know, of course, if it's a condition you'll always have, you don't want to not have the condition and have false information on your body tattooed, but you know what I'm saying, just throwing it out there. Then we have an Opinel here. I love my Opinels. This is a number 6. This is in carbon, and Christina already peeped it out. She wants it, so this is going to go into her little collection. All right, classic, super classic. And speaking of Opinels, I saved one of the coolest things for last, and that is this. What is this? This is a customized Opinel. How cool is this thing? All right, so first of all, you can see this says number 8. There we go, now it's in focus. So this one is a number 8. You could see it was cut to size, all right? There was a brass tube put in here, a cool leather lanyard with a brass bead. It's kind of like antiqued, all right? It's locked right now. You can see the blade was customized, cut down, all right? Super, super cool. I don't know who made this. I have to ask the previous owner if they made it or if they just got it from somewhere, but I love this thing. I think it's really, really neat. All right, very cool. So that pretty much concludes the trade. So that's all. My side of the trade is in the mail. Very much oh, I forgot the bottle opener. People were like, come on, Jeff, bottle opener. So this is from 2013 in Portland, Oregon. It says 15K finisher, 35 years Shamrock run. So this is kind of cool. I do like unique bottle openers. I don't have a specific collection anymore of bottle openers, but I'm starting to accumulate them again. So nothing wrong with that though. This one's kind of cool. I'm definitely not a marathon runner at all. I don't want to misrepresent that with my bottle opener. But yeah, this is something that will probably go on the table at St. Patrick's Day or something. So if people are hanging around drinking some beers and stuff, you got a kind of a, I don't know, Irishy type bottle opener, I would say. I don't have a specific like Shamrock or anything cool for St. Patrick's Day. So that's what this will be dedicated towards. I'll literally keep this in my miscellaneous drawer, and you know, when the whole week of you know, St. Patrick's Day rolls around, I'll have that available, you know, to use. So anyway, that concludes this trade video. I like sharing these different trades, just shows some interesting items. Like I said, this customized Opinel is super cool. It opens up the idea for all you guys out there. If you do any kind of customization of your knives and stuff, Opinels are a great platform because they're cheap. They have wood handles. They're easy to customize compared to a lot of other stuff out there. So let me know, have you seen custom Opinels? And if you haven't, if you tinker with stuff, are you going to start making them? Just curious. But I thought that was neat. I haven't seen that before. I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff I haven't seen. Every single day I'm exposed to different types of gear stuff and ideas. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.